What's up, guys? Today's show, we're talking about why you should not be reinventing the wheel. So many people waste time, energy, and money looking for the next best thing that will help them reach their goals. And there's a good chance that whatever goal you're chasing, physical or otherwise, has most likely been accomplished before. And you might be thinking that, well, my goal is a little different, or my goal is, not quite. I haven't seen anyone accomplish that. The fact is that it's probably been done before or something very similar that you can learn from. And instead of trying to create a new path, imagine following a proven plan that helps you reduce the time and frustration needed to reach your goals even faster. Listen up today for some reasons of why you should spend more time seeking out those that are already doing what you want to be doing. And I love this quote from Tony Robbins. He says, "Success leaves clues." I'm going to say that again: success leaves clues. And what this means is that there are people that have done what you're trying to do. There are people that, if that's a fitness goal, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get a six pack, if you're trying to increase your squat or your bench, if you're trying to learn how to eat healthy and cook, there's people that have done that. If you're trying to start a business or a nonprofit or pursue a passion or a hobby, there's people that have probably done that. If you're looking to set yourself and your family up for financial freedom and time freedom, again, people that have done that. Now, this doesn't mean that it's easy, or this doesn't mean that it's going to be done for you, or that it doesn't involve a lot of hard work, but this does mean that you don't have to keep spinning your wheels trying to carve your own path, make your own way. Now, I know some people hear this and they're like, well, I don't want to, and I know because I'm the same way, is I don't want to just, follow and I want to kind of figure it out on my own. I want to do it on my own. I want it to have my own flair, and I'm all for that. I think it should, this should be all you. Not saying to, just copy paste someone's life into your life and follow it without really thinking much about it. But this is learning from people and then seeing how it fits in your own life. This still takes work, and it still takes applying your own unique personality, your own unique gifts to make that happen. Now, I ran into this a lot with my fitness. I ran into this with our business. I run into this probably more than I can even be aware of. But especially when starting to, I've talked about this on past shows, but starting our PT practice, a private cash pay PT practice, having little experience on what that actually looks like or how to actually build a business. Really good at physical therapy, really good at strength conditioning, really good at getting people stronger. Not so good at how to run a business, how to market, how to sell, how to do those things. Those things weren't covered in the PT curriculum. So I tried doing it on my own. I tried for almost a full year of spinning my wheels, doing it on my own, trying to throw everything at the wall to see what sticks. And it just wasn't working. And that's when I decided to get help. I started learning, a few months before that, and following some of the top people out there and just consuming their information, learning from them. And then I went the formal coaching route too. And coaches I still work with to this day, that I've worked with for probably 2 or 3 years now, of people that can help, lay out the path, say, hey, we've already done this. We've learned these mistakes the hard way. Here are some ways you can do it differently. Here's what we've seen has worked really well. Here's what hasn't. And that is so invaluable to save. We've probably saved ourselves, 5-10 years worth of time over the past year alone, just from being around a group, being around other people that have done what we're already trying to do. And that's the importance. That's the power that can come from taking this approach. So if you know the importance of doing it, and we know it's not easy, how do you actually go about trying to, find these people? How do you go about actually trying to get help? And how do you find the people that have already accomplished what you're trying to accomplish? I want to talk about 5 things here to consider, and 5 things to think about as you kind of reevaluate of where can I be using this strategy? Where can I be applying this in different areas of my life? So the first thing, and I harp on this a lot, but the first thing above all is you have to get clear on what you're trying to accomplish and what you're really trying to do. And people think they know what this is, but you'd be surprised when you ask people of, hey, what are your goals, or what are you trying to do with that? Or when they say like, hey, I want to get healthy, you'll be surprised how little clarity there actually is around what they're actually trying to accomplish. The more clarity, the better. Have it in writing, have it written down, have it where you can see it, have it where you can verbalize it. And you can apply this to any single area of your life or across multiple areas. I recommend doing it across multiple areas, but if you want to just start on the thing that's most important to you, start there. In the example I mentioned of getting healthy, get more clear on what that means to get healthy. Is that being lean? Is that having more energy? Is that less body fat? Is that being stronger? Is it all the above? And getting more clear on that, you guys can see as the more specific you get on that, then you can start to seek out specific people in that field or in that experience that can help you achieve those goals. So the more clear you can get, the better. Again, if it's a financial goal, put a number on it and maybe how you want to accomplish that. If it's in a certain area, the more clear you can get, the better. Second thing, once you've identified that, make sure to do your research. And I want you to know this is more than just a Google search. This is more than just typing in how to get rich, because you're going to get probably a lot of examples and a lot of examples you don't want with that. Ask around, find people you trust, find people that maybe are already doing that. Maybe you can surround yourself. Maybe you have connections or connections of connections, friends of friends that can help help you with making that journey a little easier, giving you some advice or pointing you in the direction of who you should follow in that field. If you know nothing about getting healthy, then find someone who's either fit or someone in that field that you can reach out to and say like, hey, who did you learn from? Who were major influences in your journey, and take notes of those, go research those people, find who align with you, and go follow other similar people in that field that you're trying to improve in. Third thing, once you've identified who that is, proximity is power. I love the saying, proximity is power. The closer you can get to these people, the more powerful it's going to be, the more you're going to learn. And there's lots of ways this can look. I know for some people, the people that you're following that are maybe at the very top of their field, you might have a hard time getting access directly to them. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you might have to learn from them and get close to them through books, through podcasts, through their team or people who have worked with them, through their courses they put out. Those are some ideas for the people that are higher up there. But make sure that's as a little side note, you might want to stretch for the people that are on the top of their field, but you also want to find there's some people that are probably growing really quick and some people that are going to someday be really influential that might be more accessible at this time. So make sure you're at not just working at the top level, the cream of the crop. Make sure you're finding other people maybe around you, maybe in your local community that you can help surround yourself with. Fourth point, reach out. People are surprisingly willing to help. Be persistent with it. If it's something that's important to you, don't just try once and be like, well, they didn't really want to help. Be persistent if it's someone you want to get close to or someone you want to learn from. People are really willing to help. I get people reaching out a lot, and I love helping people. I love being able to guide them in the right direction. Can I solve all their problems through an Instagram message or an email? No, but at least getting them on the right track, connecting them with the right people. Those are things that I love to do. And I know a lot of people that have learned a lot love to share that information as well. So try and reach out, try and get connected with them and be persistent with it. A little caveat with that is you might have to pay to play. You might have to, join their courses. You might have to buy their books. You might have to, enroll in something they're doing to get closer to them. And this was the case with our PT business coaching. This was the case just the other week with someone that I've admired for a while, Steve Weatherford. I'm sure some of you guys probably follow him on social media. Very passionate, created a group of guys that, community that have been looking for, and people that are looking to level up spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, mentally. And I've been looking for that. And I've been looking to, find a way to get closer to him and his team and learn from him. And the opportunity came up where got the chance to see him at a course and join a group of coaching for him. And, I could have taken the route of, pursuing it and trying to, be really persistent, and might've gotten to the same place. But when you put money involved and when you invest in what they're doing and their mission, you better believe you're going to get close to them a little quicker probably than the other alternative. So just know that's an option. And for some people, it might require, paying your way into a course or something to make that happen. Again, not necessary, but something to consider if you're trying to speed up that process a little bit. Last point, fifth point here, when you're able to get formal coaching. And this is, I know, not always possible for people due to financial reasons, due to time reasons, due to other logistical things. But when you find someone you connect with, when you find someone who you think can help, go take the next step and get formal coaching with them. Like I said, I love investing into people. If people reach out, I will respond. I will help guide you the best I can. But there's there's always another component to that. There's always another level of closeness you get when you can actually form a relationship with people. And while I love what I do, and I would do it for free if bills could get paid, there is a financial component to it that the people that are paying for formal coaching will get more of my time, my energy, and tend to get better results just because they're invested. I'm fully invested into them. We have a commitment with each other. So that's the case with our coaching. I've seen it with coaching all over the place. When able and you can get formal coaching, you can really take things to the next level and get individualized, specific help, specific to you and your situation that can help you in the area that you need it the most. So guys, this is extremely important. I encourage you to get started on this as soon as possible. Don't wait on this. Don't put this off. Find the people. If you haven't already, start learning. And it doesn't have to cost money. It will cost time and energy, though, to identify who those people are, to get clear on what you're trying to accomplish, do your research on who can be those people. Remember, proximity is power. Get close to them, listen to their content, reach out, be persistent, and when able to, get formal coaching from them. And these things can be a recipe for really just taking the shortcut to where you're trying to go. I commend you for trying to do it on your own and try and carve out your own path. But take it from me, I've learned the hard way that ends up with more frustration and more energy loss, more time lost, even more money lost in the long run. So find the people that you connect with, invest in them, go all in on what you're trying to, guys, because you're worth it. Your goals are worth it. So make sure to go make these reality. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Reach out if you guys enjoyed this topic. If you guys need specific help from me, I'd love to help out. I would love to point you in the right direction. If you guys have questions on connecting with certain people, if you have connections on reaching high performance in your health, and that encompasses a lot of things. That encompasses the physical, the mindset, the nutrition, your stress, your sleep. There's a lot of things that go into play with that. And if you guys want a free resource I put together, that's right there in the show notes. You guys can download that. And if you're looking to just reach out and connect, my Instagram info and email are right there in the show notes as well. So please reach out. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to help out however I can. I appreciate all you guys for listening in, and I will talk to you guys soon.